Okay guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my lasagna. I previously done a video on how to make lasagna back in 2014 when I first started this account. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to make it again. As you guys know, lasagna is my favorite thing to eat. I love lasagna. I'm absolutely in love with it. What you're going to do first is you're going to get a big pot. You want to fill it halfway up with water. And you're going to place it over high heat. Once your water comes to a boil, we're going to add, I say 12 lasagna noodles. Okay? Okay, so our water has come to a boil, so we're going to add our 12 lasagna noodles. Okay. We're going to let these go. For about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so it's been about 9 minutes. I'm going to cut the noodles off because you don't want to overcook them. We're going to continue cooking them when they're in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to cut them off now because I don't want them to become soggy and bloated. All right, so I'm going to drain them now, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So we're going to drain our noodles and let them sit until we're ready to use them. All right. Okay, so you're going to get a pot and you're going to pour your sauce into the pot. I'm using mushroom sauce, okay? And I'm going to be using about a bottle and a half of that. By the way, these are 24-ounce bottles. Just so that you know how much I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some diced tomatoes as well. Right? I'm using Hunt's diced tomatoes. Bottle Hunt's. And so that our sauce is not loose, and to darken it, I'm going to add some tomato paste. And I'm using a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. I don't like lasagna without tomato paste. I literally would not even make it if I don't have this ingredient, which most people will probably say is an ingredient that's not really needed, but for me it's needed because I need the sauce to be on the thicker side. I don't want it to be really loose. I'm going to add some sugar. All my real cooks out there understand why. And you're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And to this I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. And we're going to stir this in. Okay. Now, we're going to be using ground beef and ground pork. Okay. This is meat from a mild sweet Italian sausage. And that's the reason why my lasagna tastes so good, because I add this to the lasagna. I mean, you have to have an Italian sausage and an Italian dish like lasagna, okay? But some people cannot eat pork or they don't eat beef for health reasons, so you can substitute the ground pork and the ground beef with ground chicken or ground turkey. I recently made this for my mother, and her family, they only eat ground turkey or ground chicken. So you can use ground turkey, ground chicken, or a combination of both, ground turkey and ground chicken. That's if you don't eat ground beef and ground pork. All right? Some people just don't eat it for health reasons or religious reasons. So you can substitute it. Okay? So what this is this is about a total of, I want to say 2.5 pounds of ground meat. This is 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and this is just 1 pound of ground pork. Okay, and there I chopped up a large size onion. Okay, so let's get ready to fry our meat. The seasonings that I'm going to be using are black pepper, garlic, and seasoning salt. If you don't have seasoning salt, you can use regular salt, but try to find seasoning salt. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to cook our meat on high heat, and I'm going to let it go for about, I don't know, 25 minutes. It usually takes that long because I want to brown my meat a bit. Okay. You're going to take a fork or something metal and you're going to break the meat up as it's cooking. And after about 25 minutes to a half an hour, we're going to add this to the sauce. Might not even take that long, but sometimes it can, to get as brown as I like it to get. Okay, so once your meat browns, what you're going to do is you're going to season it. You're going to season it with the seasoning salt. A little garlic powder. And it's done now because it's brown. We just want it to burn a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna add the meat to the sauce now. Make sure that you don't scoop the oil into the sauce. Okay, so let's focus on the cheese and the spinach that we're going to be adding to the lasagna. Okay, so we're going to be using 2 8-ounce packs of shredded cheddar cheese and 2 8-ounce packs of shredded mozzarella cheese. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 pack of the mozzarella cheese to this bowl here. Now to this I'm going to add some ricotta cheese. About that much there. That's about 8 ounces of ricotta cheese. And I'm going to add about 16 ounces of sour cream, which is my special ingredient. Okay, we're gonna stir this in. And here I have some fresh spinach. What I'm going to do is just break it up into pieces. And I'm going to add it to this. You can use the fresh spinach from out the bag. That's what I'm using here. Okay, so we're going to stir this in. Okay, so with lasagna, what you do is just like Big ZD. You coat the bottom of the pan with some of the meat sauce. Make sure it's evenly distributed like that. Then we're going to add 4 lasagna noodles, our first layer. Going to be adding 3 layers of lasagna noodles. 4 each layer. 3. Want them to overlap each other just a little bit. And 4. Going to add some of the cream mixture. You only add 2 layers of this, so make sure that you add a lot the first layer, about half.